everyone. So happy new year to those that are just coming to my channel for the first time this year. And I'm just going to wait for people to get into the room. I didn't come in early this time, so we need to wait a minute or so. Do know that this is a live chat and it will be staying on Facebook as an upload. And you can comment with us through the comment section if you have something that you want to add to the chat. Pull you all up on my cell phone. And today I'm not going to use a mic. I don't think I need a mic, especially on Wednesdays when I'm just sitting here face to face with you guys. I have been listening to some of my videos where I have been using a mic, and I just think that it's excessively loud. So I am not going to use one today. Maybe not ever when I'm just sitting here, but maybe when I'm moving around. If I'm sewing and moving back and forth, maybe my back is to the camera. I think that's probably when you need a mic more. But I really don't have a problem with the video. Most people that are having problems with my video, the audio portion of it, I think it's your systems and not necessarily my system. So let's see who's in the chat room today. Had Ellen Campbell in here. She says, hello T and all quilting friends. When is your next Zoom? I don't know. Eric schedules those. Diane57 is here saying hi. Hi, Diane. Ellen Campbell. No, Vivian Cavey is saying hi, T and everyone. Damali J says hey, T and quilters from cold Maryland. Jennifer Mizard is here, says hi, quilt friends. Hi, Jennifer. Let's see. Those were the early birds. Also, Maddie Barnum says hello, T and everyone. Robin Boyd also says good evening, Miss T and everyone. Let's see. C-Rack says happy new year to everyone. Melinda C is here. She says hello, T and all from Florida. Thumbs up. Thank you, Melinda. June Hansen says hi, T and everyone. Maria Mayer is here. Hi, Maria. She says happy New Year, T and T Quilters. It's another year's journey. Yes. Damali is also reminding people, don't forget to thumbs up. Thank you both so much. Graham says happy New Year, T and everyone. Tiffany of Tiffany's Quilting Life is here. Says hello, Miss T. And hello, friends. Remo JS says good evening, T and quilters from Bowie, Maryland. Judy is here. Says hello, T and quilters. Jackie K says hello, T and all. Finished all my swap blocks today. Yippee. And she's from Canada. And Diane57 says we are getting a cold front now too. Quilting for the Soul is here. Liz Florum says hi, T from North Carolina mountains. Hello, Liz. Welcome. And I think that's it. We've got Carol Green just popped in. Says hi, T and everyone. So, let's see. Tom Eckery came in as well. So, I'm just going to go ahead and get started. Today, I don't have, on Wednesdays, it's more just catching up with what's going on in my week. I do have just recordings of cards that I've received. So, mail call, birthdays, and also the first Wednesday of the month, I'm going to talk about the block swap, and then the rest of the month, I'm just going to be referring people to the video. So let's just go ahead and get started with the housekeeping, get that out the way. For those that are interested in participating, Teaquilts is having a block swap. This is the actual block. I have uploaded a video on January 2nd. I think I uploaded a video on January 2nd, 2021, showing you how to make this block. And then I also, in that video, gave you a link in the description and as a pinned comment where you can go and get the written instructions about the supplies that you will need and the rules for the block swap. So you're basically making 24 of these blocks. You're going to keep one. Add the amount of money I told you to put in for return postage and incidentals, and then we're going to mail you back 23 blocks from 23 different people. So that's kind of what's going on with this. Kevin and I are your hosts for this, Kevin the Quilter, and we're going to try to make it so that we give everybody a block from us, but we're only at this point committed to 30. I think we're going to go over 30. I may make some more blocks. I have to see how many more Kevin's willing to make as well, but I'll try to make a block so that everybody gets a block from me. But just know that you're not going to get a block probably from everybody in the swap. We had to limit the number of blocks this year because last year we had over 40-something people participate. And then Kevin and I had to go through and check all of those blocks and swap all of those blocks. And it got to be, it was a little overwhelming. It took an entire day, like 12 hours or more for us to do that. And so we just don't want to do that again. Especially if more people are planning to participate. So we figure we'll limit the number of blocks to people sending in 23. We send you 23 back, and then with your own block, you'll have 24 blocks. So again, I'm only going to talk about the block swap on the first Wednesday of the month in the future. Just want to make sure everybody is aware, so when it's time for us to swap or when we're getting these blocks back, that we're not going to have people going, I didn't know you had a block swap. So, just want to make sure I'm getting everybody that's came in. I think Carol Green. Bettina Fink is here, says, hey everyone, hello to you and welcome. Pamela Tabor is here, says, hi T and everyone. Hey Pamela, it's great to hear from you, girl. Teresa McCormick says, hello, T and everyone. Cheryl Clute also says, good evening to T and everyone. Remo JS is minding people to the thumbs up. Thank you so much. And Janet Mackerel just came in, says, hi, T and Quilters. So, thinking of Pamela, that's the next thing that we're going to talk about today is mail. And I do want to, let me see if I can go to my email. And let me search my mail. I sent out, I've sent out 2 packages of cards so far to Shari and Pamela for get well wishes, just thinking of you type cards. And yeah, I just wanted to let you know that I did get a response back from both of them saying that they have received the card. So let me see if I can find the emails. I have so many emails from just communicating with them. So I got to find the right message. It's so funny because I just typed in search for Shari and it's giving me Pamela's, and I'm not looking for Pamela's yet, but I guess I should go ahead and do that. All right, so I was trying to find Shari's first, but I found Pamela's first. She did respond back from receiving the first batch of cards. She says, happy and healthy new year. I got my cards you sent. They are super nice. Please thank Patty for her cheer and reminding me of Dick and Jane books. Thank Linda for a pretty card and sentiment. Thank Peg for her card and sentiment. A big thank you to UT for sending them to me. I miss joining in on the live shows, but I'm trying to watch later. I got a kick out of you and Kevin's retreat. So I was so glad I got to hear from Pamela because I've really been worried about her. I know I've told you all. So it was just awesome that she got the first batch of cards. And a lot of the mail is taking a lot longer to get to places. And so I'm glad that the first batch of cards did get to her. So now I need to see if I can find, let me just put in, not first name. Maybe I need to put in Shari's last name. Oops. I saw it and then I moved it. And I think this is the one here. Just basically saying, hello, just wanted to let you know we got the cards. I'll bring them to her once I can go. And he was talking about once, this is from her husband, Cliff, once he can go visit her at the hospital. Just basically saying because Shari is in ICU, they currently aren't allowing any visitors. Please thank everyone for their prayers. Merry Christmas to everyone. So I just wanted to read those so that you all know that first batch of cards been received and acknowledged. And I did let both parties know that second batch of cards have been mailed, and I'm now working on the third batch of cards, which starts today. So this is from Claudette Bettis, and she has enclosed a couple of cards, and I told you all that you could enclose a couple of cards. And then what I would do is, so you only have to mail to me once, and then I'll send them like one card this time, and then when I send the next batch, I'll send your second card the next time. So also sent me, looked like a Christmas card from Claudette. Oh, come all ye faithful, on the front there. And then she says, to T, may your heart rejoice in the miracle of Christmas. Have a blessed holiday season and Happy New Year from Claudette in Anaheim, California. So thank you, Claudette, for a card to me. And then she also sent 2 cards. One for Shari, 2 for Shari, and then Pam and Pam. And she doesn't have any direction of which one I should send first or not. So I'll just select one from each and send. And then also I received Tom Eckery's package. Let me see what he's saying on the paperwork here. T, thanks again for sending these cards to brighten Shari and Pamela's days. You're the best, Tom. Thank you, Tom, for participating as well. And so we've got Pamela. He took care of things, didn't he? So Tom just put in a few. That's really nice. So every time I send, I will be getting something. They'll be getting something from him. So that's really cool. Thank you, Tom. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Very nice of you. I'm going to put this paper as a divider. So those I'll sort. I got to make new bags because I just mailed out cards on Tuesday, I think. Monday? Maybe it was Monday. And then also in the mail, I received a card from Debbie. Let me see where her last name. Kellogg is what I want to say, but she's got like a hyphenated name. Nope, it's Hikerbean. Debbie Hikerbean. And she sent me a Christmas card with Christmas wishes. And this is one of those things, too, that's got glitter on it, so I'm trying to be careful with it. But says, Miss T, I hope you get this to you before Christmas. Hot pad to set one of your sweet treats you bake on. Thank you for my t-shirt. Looking forward to 2021, what you have in store. May your Christmas be filled with the magic and splendor of the holiday season. Merry Christmas, love, Debbie. And then on her envelope, she has like a die-cut poinsettia. That's really cute. I'm going to peel that off and just pull some thread through it so I can use it as a little hanger. She also has this little snowman ornament. I'm hoping I can let you see the front here. And also, this also has glitter. So I'm just going to put the card and that on the floor with the envelope. And then she also made this cute mat. Very nice. A hot mat, a hot pad, and put Teaquilts in the middle. I thought that was really pretty. So thank you so much, Debbie. I really appreciate it. I don't know if it's going to get a hot pad on it yet, but we'll see. We make stuff for people with a purpose, and then they do something else with it. So maybe I will put it in my kitchen. Just to make sure it gets used. Whoops. Got to go back into my Got to go back into the chat room. And of course, it put me all the way at the bottom. Let's see. I said Janet was here. Tucker is here. He says, hello, T and everyone. Just wanted to say hi and tell you I have a new video premiering at 9 if anybody wants to watch. Let me see. Pamela says, my second envelope says, delivery exception. I don't know what that means, delivery exception. Okay, I have to look that up. I have to look up your tracking number. So thanks for letting me know. And I think it may be delivery exception when something is arriving later than what it should be, because I think I sent it as a, I had to send it as a package, I think. Or I just sent it as a package because I sent it from home, your second one. So it could be saying that because it has tracking on it. Peggy says, hi, T and T Quilters. Hi, Peggy O'Connor. Welcome. Sharon Lewis is here. Says, hi, T and everyone. After our fun New Year's group celebration. Hey to you, girl. Yeah, if you don't know, on Friday night, I came on New Year's Eve at 7:40 p.m. and I didn't get off until 2:40 a.m. I was on almost 7 hours New Year's night. So I was just sewing on a project, and I guess I could show you that too. I'll show you that in a minute. And Pamela says it's still in Missouri. Good Lord. And I mailed that last... Yeah, I mailed that this Tuesday. No, I mailed it on Monday. So it shouldn't still be in Missouri, but we'll see. I can't... I'm trying to see when did I mail it now. I'm blocking if I mailed it last week or if I mailed it Monday. But I'll check it because I do have my PayPal. I sent my postage through PayPal, so I have a tracking receipt. So I will check it. And Peggy also says, glad to hear from you, Pamela. And she even says, wow, thanks at Tom. That's really nice, isn't it? Nisima here, says, hey, T and everybody, waving. Hi, Nisima. Tom says, thanks again to T for forwarding the cards. Yes, I appreciate you all sending them. My brother is here. He says, hey, sis and everyone. Hope everyone's staying safe. You got my thumbs up. Hope you don't need to the seam ripper today. I'm not sewing live today. He says, laughing out loud. Hello, T and everyone. That's from Claudette. Hi, Claudette. And thank you for your cards as well. And people saying very nice, Debbie, for the hot pad that she made. Melissa LePage is here, says, hello, T and everyone. We'll be here. We'll be there for you, Tucker. And Tiffany's reminding everybody to welcome to everybody that's joining. Don't forget to give T a thumbs up. So thank you so much. All right. Peggy says, look like you all stayed up late on New Year's Eve. Yes, we did. Well, I did anyway. Okay, next, let me show you the quilt top. It's not finished. When I was sewing on the New Year's Eve project, it's called Dart, and you can get the pattern off of Robert Kaufman's website. Just Dart, D-A-R-T. And I cut some pieces wrong, unbeknownst to me, and started sewing stuff, and it wouldn't fit. So I had 7 rows of stitching that I had to take out. I did take that stitching out, and I had enough fabric to cut. You normally put your side borders on first, and then you put your top and bottom borders on. I had enough fabric that if I when I cut my strips, the pattern tells you to cut a humongous amount, like 32 1.5-inch strips. I didn't do that. I cut a piece of fabric the length that I needed, which was, I want to say like 54.5 or 55.5, whatever their magic number is in the pattern. So I cut a length of fabric that long, and then I cut 1.5-inch strips. when I got through cutting all the 1.5-inch strips I needed, I had enough to cut my top and bottom border because it was already to the length, the width of the quilt. So I just went ahead and cut my top and bottom border. So now I just need to cut my side borders, which I haven't added on yet. And I have not even cut those yet. But I'll show you what I got. I forgot to take this off. I forgot all about it. So, you're not going to be able to see a whole lot of this in my small space here. But I got most of the top done. I just got to put the 2.5-inch strip along the sides here. So I had to take 7 rows apart. And I actually took those apart on New Year's Day. Trying to get to the top. I think this is the top. But it's called Dart. And again, you're not going to be able to see all of this, of course. But I can just show you what I can. But basically, you're just using a jelly roll, actually 25 strips. And then you're putting it together. And I kind of like my colors in here. Right there, those are my favorite. Right there. But again, you can get this pattern free. And I'm almost done with it. I was working on it today so that I could get, I was working on the last section. I divided it up into 4 sections. And so I just worked on 4 sections at a time. Rhonda Barlow is here. Hi, Rhonda. She says, hello, T and everybody. C-Rex says, I left T after 1 a.m. when all those rolls were wrong. I thought, this rum is working on T. I didn't have rum. I didn't even have anything at that point. I actually went and got something at that point when I realized I'd sold it all wrong. And it was only because I had added in an extra 1/2 inch. And when you add in, when your pieces aren't cut right, they're not going to match up to the other pieces correct. So when I realized what was wrong, then I was able to, you know, fix it and then move on. So that's what I did. And I did take the pieces apart. I wasn't going to waste my fabric. And Tiffany says, that's beautiful, T. Thank you so much. Carol says, pretty vibrant colors. C-Rex says, it came out of great love the colors. It came out great, love the colors. Cheryl says, I was there until T found the error. Then I fell asleep. And I didn't do any ripping of those rows. I had a string from the quilt. I'm like, what is that? I thought it was a fly or something. But yeah. I didn't do any ripping. I just went to the next set of rows. So just kept it moving. Remo says, had fun on New Year Eve. Diane says, very bright and beautiful quilt. Thank you. Rhonda says, that's nice. I like the colors. Tucker says, I love the pink and purple colors. Awesome from June. Jackie says, ooh, that is one beautiful, vibrant, flimsy. Love it. Melissa says, I'm liking the way that it looks. I already downloaded the pattern. Thank you so much. Well, great. I hope some of you all make it and then share your photos in the Teaquilts group. I also sent it to my scrap club as a project that they might want to do. So I'm hoping that some of them would do it. Hi, Lietta. She's here. She says, hi, T and T Quilters. Tom says, bright, beautiful colors. Maddie says, very pretty T. C-Rack says, I was drinking the rum. Okay. Security said I wasn't drinking to that point, but I started eating and drinking at that point. Ellen says, nice. Sharon Lewis says, the colors really pop with the bright background. Nice. Well, thank you. And Sarah says that it's beautiful. Nishima says beautiful colors. Diane says, see there, T, you messed up before I showed up. So it's not me making you mess up. But yeah. So, other thing on the list. Birthdays. I had a piece of paper up here that I guess the camera must have taken it away or something. I'm looking for a piece of paper. Maybe I put it on the floor. Nope. Okay. Make sure I didn't put it in this bag. Y'all gonna tell me where my paper is? I had everything laying here. I'm wondering if the fan just blew it somewhere and I just don't see it, you know. I had this is the envelope for her card. And I didn't put anything inside. Let me make sure I didn't put it in a block box. This is too funny. I had it stacked right here before I started. All I could think is that the fan must have gotten it. And I'm looking down that way to see if the fan caught it and blew it elsewhere. It was on a half sheet of paper. That has got to be the weirdest thing. Oh, okay. I see it now. I'm looking at the back side of the paper. All right. Isn't that how things work? Let me see who else has come in my quest for searching for one piece of paper. Tom says, poor T, I almost missed midnight getting the wine bottle opening. Yeah, it was a mess. It's like, I don't know how they had screwed that bottle on, but even my husband couldn't do it. I had to use hot water. Vivian says, beautiful quilt. Beautiful. Thank you, Vivian. Angela says, hey, T and Quilters. Hi, Angela, and welcome. Cool Gal says, hi, T and everyone from Chile, Maryland. Somebody else is in here from Maryland as well. Ella Odom says, check the sewing machine. Right. Because I put the one card up here. Diane says, I put my Tom's name in, but he won't like quilting stuff. Look at the bag with the cards. Yep. Remo says, cool girl, what part of Maryland? I'm from Bowie. See, I knew it was somebody else that had already said they were from Maryland. All right, birthdays. First birthday is Sarah Ragland on January 11th. Next birthday is Carol Green, whose birthday is January 14th. And on January 22nd, we have two birthdays. We have Maria Mayer, and then we also have Linda Price on January 22nd. And then, woohoo! January 31st is Ray's birthday. So happy birthday, birthday people. Happy birthday month to all of you all. I know I can celebrate as long as people will allow me to celebrate. So if you want to celebrate the entire month, have fun doing so. All right, so I am going to do a drawing. I have a choice, I guess, of two things. I had this, and it's not going to show up, but I had this ruler that's called the Quilting Easy Twinkle Star Floating. I meant to give these away a long time ago and forgot. And this is the ruler that I did a video on, so you can search to see how you use this tool. You use some scrap squares, and then you kind of cut them. And I can't even describe it to you. In my blocks, I don't know what I did with them because I just did like test blocks. So I got this ruler, if you want the ruler. Or, and I already know what you're going to pick anyway. So I'm not really worried about the ruler. I give them away some other time too if nobody wants it right now. But I will be giving away maybe 1.5 yards of this fabric or 1.5 yards of this fabric. Now, you know, I'm going to put my brother's name in just for laughs. But if he wins, he's not going to get it. I'll just draw a second name because he's not going to make anything. But I just want to give you all a choice. So 1.5 yards of fabric or the ruler template. And I'm just going to tear these pieces apart and pick somebody. So a lot of people are giving the birthday wishes to the January people. And if you want to be added to the birthday shout out list, all you got to do is email me your birthday. Teaquilts@teaquilts.com. Don't tell me in the chat box because I'm not going to write it down. It's easier for me to I read emails from my desktop, and then while I'm at the desktop, I can just easily put your information in on the computer because it's in an Excel file. I don't have Excel on my cell phone. I don't have Excel on my iPad. So I need to know that I'm at the place where I can put it down. I write lists all the time. You see how I just lost one piece of paper, right? It just doesn't work for me. So yeah, so I got 5 names here. And I'm just going to pick one. This one here. It better not be my brother. And it's actually Carol Green's birthday, January 14th. So congratulations, Carol. I know she's in the chat room. So just let me know what you want me to send you. And also send me an email with your mailing address so I can forward you the package. And then I'll also give you back a tracking number as well. So congratulations on winning the draw. So let me write winner on here just so I don't forget. At least it wasn't my brother. That would have been too funny. He didn't even submit his birthday. I just knew that he was in the room and I threw it in anyway. So that's Carol's. It's the winner. Let's see. What else? I was trying to see if Carl said what she want, T. Thank you, T. Thank you, everyone. So I guess she's just going to tell me in an email. She's going to keep us in suspense. A lot of people are saying congratulations to Carl. So you all are so sweet. Eric is here saying hi to Tiff. Hi, Remo. Hi, Cheryl. I forgot today was Wednesday. Hi, all. I'm going back a little bit. Thanks, Diane, for putting my mailing address in there. I appreciate that. Just got to connect the Teaquilts at teaquilts.com all together. So yeah, so let's see. Trying to make sure I got everything here. So I think that's kind of it for me. I'm still working on a project I'm not sharing at this time. I am videotaping it, hoping that I can get the parts done. If I decide to share it on YouTube, I might do something else with it, so I'm not really sure yet what I'm going to do with this project. So I am doing a little bit of sewing. So Carol wants the blue fabric. Okay. I think they just look good with string quilts. So I would definitely send you the blue fabric. Yard and a half. And I'll probably mail it maybe Friday if I get your email information. Because I don't normally go to the post office on Thursdays. Trying to think. Seemed like it was something else I was supposed to tell you all, but I can't remember now. It seems like I have a whole agenda of stuff, and then I don't. Also, if you want the dart pattern for the quilt top that I just showed you, please go over and download it now. I've been finding out that a lot of patterns that I refer people to on the fabric manufacturer site, they're free. I don't know what the contract period is that they have with their designers, but then after a certain time, those patterns becomes for sale patterns, meaning that you've got to pay for them. So if you want something, you need to go download it or print it off if you want to work on something. And Carol saying okay about the Friday mailing, so thank you so much. Remo says, T, I have that dye. What are you going to quilt? You have what dye? Oh, you talking about this dye here? This is just half rectangles. I was thinking about using it for a border for my Cleopatra quilt, and I just left it here because that's the next thing that I need to work on once I finish these other two projects I'm working on. I want to go back and put a border on my Cleopatra. So that's what that fabric is. I mean, that dye is sitting there for. It's just a half rectangle. Cynthia Shade is here saying good evening to all. Hi, Cynthia. Kathleen Champ is here. Hi, Kathleen. She says, howdy, T. And Quilt family, how is things? A whole lot better than New Year's Eve. When I was sewing the wrong size pieces together, that's for sure. And I even took the stitches out on New Year's Day. But New Year's Day was I didn't do any sewing. I just propped my little self up in bed and I videotaped. No, I just watched tapes and stuff, movies all day. Not videotapes because I don't even have a VCR. Well, I do have one of those VCR where you can record onto a DVD, but I don't have a VCR in my bedroom. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, Pamela says she's not too hot, and we've been praying for you, Pamela, and we just think about you all the time. So, just know that you got some people that care, although there's nothing physically that we can do. And if there's anything you need from us, just please let us know if you need something, because we're here to help if we can. We just don't know what you need or what your current situation is as far as assistance and stuff like that. So just let us know. Janet says, congratulations to Carol and happy birthday to all the January born quilters. Yes. And my brother. Ella says, hi T, have you made the brown goose quilt? No, I have not. I haven't made that. Don't know what it is. Let me see. Whoops. I just moved that's okay. It don't matter if it's where it's at. Photos of brown goose quilt. Oh, I see. That's something from Missouri Star. I saw that they had done that. I have not watched the video, but that's a pretty geometric quilt. But no, I have not made that. Very nice. I have to go look and see what names the stuff is, because I don't know if I've seen it or not. But I have seen a video for that. I just didn't watch it because basically it's half square triangles, and so I could just look at the picture of the block she's holding and I can make it in any size I want. So that's why I didn't watch the video. But it is a nice, very nice quilt block. Kathleen says, I need my glasses. I can't read this small left and right. Now this chat box, these comments really are small. I don't know why they made it so small over there. Did she say VCR? Yes, I did. I do have a VCR that records to DVD. And we're going to be out of all of that, even the small ones. So Remo says, okay, let's thumbs up, please. Thank you, Remo. Appreciate that. Pamela says, good evening, Pam Robertson, I'm sorry. Pam Robertson says, good evening, T and everyone. Hi, Pam, and welcome. Had to go back and say your last name because we got Pamela Tabor in here as well, so. And don't mess with me, Tucker, talking about what's a VCR. Cheryl says, hello, T and everyone. Barely made it. Hi, Cheryl Bean. Welcome. And we're not talking about anything. I might even get off here early because I don't have anything else to talk about. Oh, great idea, Tiffany. She says, if anyone has anything they want to share, don't forget to join Teaquilts Facebook group, and she gives you the link. So thank you for that, Tiffany. Carla Wilson says, good evening, Teaquilters. Did Kevin get his brown fabric? His block was gorgeous. No, we haven't heard from anybody to see if they have it. And Kim Burris was the one that said she was going to check and see. I think, I don't know. I know I don't have it because unless somebody gave it to me, but I know that I wouldn't buy that shade because brown's not one of the colors that I tend to gravitate towards. But I will check mine just to make sure. The problem is if I knew the name of the fabric, I could try to search for it, but I don't know the name of that fabric line. And so it's very difficult for me to find. So if anybody know even the fabric line for that fabric, and you can also go look at his blocks in the Facebook group as well on Teaquilts. And if you can let us know the name of the fabric, even if you don't have it, if you know the name of the fabric line, would be really, really great. So thank you. Remo says, I can't Facebook. And I know a lot of people can't Facebook, and I do understand that. A lot of people don't do it, because of their jobs and stuff. And, if you're in the work industry and you're trying to get employed, a lot of people are pulling up Facebook stuff. So I do fully understand that. And Carla says, I want some of that brown. That is funny. That is funny. But I remember that line when it came out, and it was in other colors, but it just wasn't bright enough for me, so I just didn't buy any. But I sure hope that he can find it so he can finish his Clio table topper. He wants to use it for Thanksgiving. So that's pretty cool. Trying to see if there's anything else. I don't think there's anything else. So any questions you all have that are quilt related, I'd be more than willing to answer if I can. And then you'll probably get 20 other people's comments in the chat box as well. So let me know. Welcome to anybody that's new on the channel. This is I'm sort of kind of on vacation right now. So that's why I'm not really filling out my whole hour. And I'm kind of like still in my chill mode. I'm trying to do the relax thing for the month of January. I'm no longer doing the Saturday live chats in January. I hope to start back up in February doing the live chats on Saturday nights. I just need a break. So I'm kind of just chilling with my YouTube journey at this point. I do have some things I need to do. Like I need to finish out my December completed projects, which I don't have a whole lot, but my customers' quilts. But maybe I'll just show you that. I was going to do like a recap of the things that I've done this year, but I don't know if I'm going to take the time to do that because it's just holding up the video, and it's going to take me a while to go back and check 12 months of what did I do in 12 months. That's going to be a lot. So, but we'll see what I come up with. At least you'll have my customers' quilts that I quilted in the month of December. I think Peggy's got a quilt in there, and then also I got some quilts from Carol. I did a lot of quilting for Carol. Okay, question for everyone. What is a good quilt block to teach beginners? I have to start teaching quilting on Zoom again and need suggestions on beginner quilt blocks. I think like your single Irish chain make a beautiful quilt top, my opinion. Because it's just 9 patches and then a off square, then that way they don't have to match up any seams. Rail fence is also a great beginner pattern. Just your traditional, you can just have them pick 3 fabrics, or you can even do it in a jelly roll. Then you don't have to worry about the colors in that. They can just line them up how they like and just sew them together. So to me, those are two great, easy beginner quilt patterns where things don't have to match. Especially when they first start piecing and they may not be confident in their 1/4 inch seams. Remo says half square triangles. I don't think so. There are so many ways to make half square triangles. You can just do a class just on the different ways of making half square triangles. And I think that's a great idea at some point, but not like the first class that you teach or even the first couple. I think I would wait until maybe they had like 4 or 5 different things under their belts, and then maybe teaching just a class on the different ways of making half square triangles. And the reason why I say that is because when people write a pattern, they can't tell you every way to make half square triangles. And most of them are just going to either tell you to do where you cut your square larger by 7/8 of an inch, and then you just cut it in half. And that may work for a lot of people, but you know, or you draw a line on each and then you stitch on each side. So they'll either do one that way or the other, but technically that's 2 different techniques. But I think if you did that, then what happens is people can figure out their favorite method for making half square triangles, be it with a specialty ruler, be it with paper piecing, and then they can decide for themselves when they come up on a pattern and it says make 300 half square triangles. They can decide, the pattern says do it this way, but I'm going to make mine this way. And I think that's one of the ways that I teach is I tell people you make them the way that's most convenient for you. I'm not going to tell you how to make a half square triangle. Carla says, have you ever tied any of your quilts? I have tied a few quilts, and my I participated with my guild as well when we tie charity quilts. I actually don't like tying quilts. It's just not one of those things I enjoy. So when we go to the guild, sometimes I'm like the runner for the tables and stuff like that. I've decided I'm not going to do something that I don't like if I don't have to. So I find other ways to be supportive on those nights. But I have tied many quilts in my past. I just decided in the last 2 or 3 years that I'm not doing it anymore. So I do other stuff. Eric says, I did a whole class on half square triangles. That was the hardest one, yeah. And that's, I didn't know he had already said that. But yeah, because that would be my suggestion. And then I think it's a very valuable class though, because you've opened people's eyes to the many different ways of making half square triangles. And so now they've got their staple under their belt. And while they were in that class, they have determined which way was easiest for them. And all half square triangles and flying geese are a process, you know, so it's not like it's going to just be super easy and make itself, but which one of these was most comfortable for you to make, and that you wouldn't mind doing it 600 times if you had to make 600 half square triangles. Kathleen says BBS, but I don't know what those initials mean. Celia Swain's here. She says, hello T and fellow quilters. I didn't realize how much I looked forward to watching your channel on Saturdays until it wasn't there. Now that's funny. She says, but enjoy yourself some much deserved me time. So thank you so much. I did have somebody say that they were looking for me Saturday. They forgot or just wanted me to be there on Saturday. And it's so funny because even though I told you all I was going to take off the Saturdays in January, I still was on here live extra on Christmas Day. I also was on here live extra New Year's Eve all the way through to New Year's Day, 7 hours. And then I also was at Kevin's house on the Saturday, the last Saturday in December. We were supposed to do 2 hours and we did 3.5 hours. So I gave you all even extra time during the end of the month, and that was because it was also around holidays, and I do know that people sometimes get into moods when it's particular holidays. So, but that is too funny. I did have a couple of people emailing me or commenting on videos that they were looking for me on Saturday. Remo says, my first sewing machine was hexagons. Your first sewing class, I'm assuming, was hexagons. The Molly J said log cabin using jelly rolls, easy for beginners. That's also true, and it depends on how you're teaching a jelly roll too. Because not jelly rolls, how you're teaching the log cabin. Because a log cabin quilt, if you're not cutting your pieces to size and things have to match up. So I don't know. A lot of people say that log cabin is a beginner quilt. It wouldn't be the first quilt that I personally would teach to a beginner. And it's because each one of those rails have to line up as you're going around in that circle. And if you're not comfortable with a 1/4 inch seam, you're going to have issues with that. And if you're just sewing onto a strip, you're actually growing that block every time you go around. And then it's not going to match up perfectly in the quilt. But I guess you can square them up, but it's not going to be perfect. So that would be one that I would make sure that people knew their 1/4 inch seam. But log cabin is one of my favorite quilts to make. Ellen says, yes, 9-patch with chain piecing. I'm thinking 9-patch with a spacer bar, like a single Irish chain, 9-patch and a blank block. And then you alternate the rows as you go down. Diane says, rail fence is a good beginner if they use a jelly roll. Oh, log cabin is a good one. Thanks to Molly. Connie says, hello, T and other T friends. Hi, Connie, and welcome. Kevin the Quilter popped in here. I didn't think you were going to pop in here since you're busy. He says, T Quilters, is that Pammy Whammy I see in the live tonight? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Diane says, my first was a log cabin. It was like a crash course on what I should know already. Okay. Teresa Davison is here. She says, hi, T and all. I'm just tuning in. I would like to join your Zoom broadcast. I don't have that info. Could you give that out again, please? I'll get a local 10-year-old to show me how to set it up. That is funny. So I'm sure Eric has already probably handled that. If not, Eric, can you give Teresa information about the Zoom? Eric says, one of my first quilts was a log cabin. Kevin says, I miss you and I'm praying for you, Pammy. And Teresa says a 9-patch with a charm pack is a good one. And Molly says, okay, T, I love making the jelly roll race quilt. I loved making that. Now that's that one's pretty cool too, but you got to do some extra cutting for a beginner. So yeah. And then Eric saying, speaking of, when should we do the next Zoom? I don't know. You've been doing like normally the first or second Sunday of the month, so you let me know. Oh, so Leetta got her fabric. We got her, huh? That's pretty cool. Hello, TAD. Y'all got so many abbreviations in here. I don't know what y'all talking about. Hello, Kevin the Quilter. And then I don't know who what is TAD? I guess somebody else came in with those initials. I'm so lost. Yeah. But that's it. I don't have anything else to talk about. Yes, using them in my mystery. That's what I kind of figured. It was so funny because Kevin and I both were trying to figure out, now how is Leetta out of light fabrics? I said, but you know what? Your show and tell in Scrap Club, you had a lot of quilts where you've been using, your lights, very pretty fabrics and stuff. So I said I could kind of see how she's out of them, especially if you want lights with some color in them. You know, if you don't want just white tone on tone. So that's pretty cool. Earlene Butler is here. Hi, Earlene. Welcome. She says, hi, TNT Quilters. Also missed you all tonight. working on my blocks. Well, that is great. Awesome. And also, if you all get your swap blocks done early, please go ahead and send them in. Would really love to get them so we can start getting number count on how many people are actually participating. And this is basically just for me and Kevin. And we're also going to be numbering them. So if Kevin and I don't want to make 75 blocks, if 75 people participate, then the people who get their blocks in first will most definitely be the ones that will get a block from us. So you already know that I have 30 blocks made. So at least 30 people will get a block from me. Okay. Hold on. Lisa says I'm late. How are you, Miss T? Hello to everyone. Hi, Lisa. Peg, welcome. Eric says, oh, he's just naming out alphabets now. TADESPHSTRST. But I don't know what TAD is. And I definitely know my ABCs. With his silly self. Diane says, depends on if they are comfortable with the rotary cutter and mat and reading the ruler. Carla Wilson's asked Kevin the name of his brown fabric. We don't know the name of it. It's not on the fabric. He had just a scrap. Judy Smith says, hi, T and everyone. Hi, Judy, and welcome. Did Vicky come in too? Vicky Lemire says hello. Hopefully there won't be another bomb and knockout cell service. Oh my gosh. That was Kevin says he's talking to Eric. Carla says love your hair. Thank you. I just washed it. It's yeah. It is what it is. Good night, T. That's from Sarah and everyone. So, yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get off. We only got a couple more minutes left to do this live. I don't see any more comments. It looks like we might be doing Zoom on the 17th of January, unless Eric changes the date. But hopefully that will work. So... and people are trying to figure out what bomb are you talking about, Pamela. And I'm going to go ahead and end here. But thank you all so much for coming. I will see you all next Wednesday. Again, Saturdays are on hold for right now. I hope to eventually, I've been doing laundry. Lots of loads of laundry. And so I'm trying to catch up on certain things around my house as well as trying to quilt these projects that I'm working on. So I've been busy with that kind of stuff. So again, happy birthday to all the January birthdays. May you enjoy your day, enjoy your entire birthday month. Hopefully you'll receive lots of quilting stuff. And I will see you all next Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Bye-bye, everybody. And Pamela's just saying a guy bombed the downtown area that affected at 7T or something. I don't know what that means. But she did at least respond to you all's information. And Damali J wants to leave us with pray for our nation. And I'm going to say, stay blessed and stay safe, everybody. See you all next time.